Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a tennis fan like me, you've probably already heard the big news Carlos Alcaraz has officially pulled out of the Canadian Open. Yeah, again, and it's got everyone asking, why? Andy Roddick thinks he knows the real reason. And honestly, he makes a pretty good point, so. Alcaraz hasn't played a single match since that tough loss in the Wimbledon final against Jannik Sinner. That was a big one, hard-fought, emotional draining. It's totally understandable that he might need a breather. The Canadian Open was next up on his schedule, but then Novak, Djokovic, and Jannik Sinner both pulled out. Now Alcaraz has joined them in a social media post. Alcaraz said he's dealing with small muscle issues, which sounds like code for, my body's not quite ready, and maybe I need to chill for a minute. But Andy Roddick, he's not buying the surface level explanation. On his podcast, Roddick went into what he thinks is really going on. And according to him, it's not just about injuries, it's about the schedule. Here's the deal. The Canadian Open is now stretched out over 12 days for the first time ever. That means there's just a little over 2 weeks between Wimbledon. And this tournament, it's not exactly ideal timing for the top guys who just went deep at Wimbledon and have the US Open in their sights. Roddick basically said, look, these players are grinding through clay. Then they shift to grass. And now they're supposed to hop the ocean to play in brutal summer conditions for nearly 2 weeks. He called it a trend. And honestly, it kind of is. More and more, we're seeing top players opt for Cincinnati over Toronto because of the timing. It's just easier to prep for one big push rather than jump right back into another Marathon Masters event. And then John Wertheim, who co-hosts Roddick's pod and is a respected tennis journalist, added some serious truth bombs. He was like, these players aren't robots. Whether it's a minor injury or just fatigue dressed up as a press release, it all comes down to one thing: they can't keep up with this pace. And get this, work time called out the logistics too. The Canadian Open is an ocean away for most players. You lose early. You're stuck in a hotel for like 12 days before the next event in Ohio. Not exactly glamorous, so. Yeah, the fans in Toronto and Montreal are definitely disappointed. Sabalenka is already out on the women's side too. But it's not really on the players, it's the system. It's the way these tournaments are scheduled is making it way harder for the top guys and gals to show up and stay healthy. Right now, Alexander Zverev's the top seed in the men's draw, and Coco Gauff is headlining the women's event. Still a solid lineup, but let's be real, without Alcaraz, Sinner, and Djokovic, it's not the blockbuster it could have been. Anyway, what do you think? Is the ATP schedule out of control? Was Alcaraz right to pull out again? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest tennis updates. Catch you in the next one.